Hi church, I'm Scott Rice and I help with the Theology Lab at Highrock. At this point, you've probably heard about Theology Lab's discussions on God and money this year. Lots of exciting things happening, like live online conversations with folks like David Brooks, our own Grace Nicolette, Matthew Desmond, and others. Our goal is to help us to see that money is part of our discipleship, and that we'll be better equipped to address the big questions about money and God in community. Here we find that we're not alone, that many of us are asking similar questions. What does Jesus mean when he says that you cannot serve God and money? What do I give to God, and what do I use to save for the future? What is enough? These are hard but important questions. We want to explore them together to learn to love God as a boundary-breaking Christian community. To help us get started, we've asked Highrockers to answer this question. What does God think about money? Here's some of the things they said.
I think he says that it's all his, and I think that he says he'll provide for us no matter what, and that may or may not come through money.
I think it's one of the most tangible ways that God can see our faithfulness.
I believe that God say that you can use money as opportunities to give back to the society and support the communities you love.
Be good stewards with the money he's given us, and I think in his word it says that if we're faithful with a little, we're faithful for a lot, and I think that has different meanings. But I think at least for us, it's meant with being faithful stewards with our finances.
I think money is something that God gives us that he wants us to be able to be willing to give back to him with a gracious heart.
It's something that God gives to me to be a steward over, to use for his glory.
It's sometimes unnecessary if it makes people greedy and that they think that they don't need him anymore, but it's also in ways that are good because some people help the poor and use it in ways to help people grow.
I think about when you open your floodgates and give of your time, treasure, and talent, God, pays you back often, not just one fold, but many folds. And so we try to, give sacrificially and frequently.
I remember a story in the Bible that the woman gave money for the oil. And I think it doesn't matter how much you give as long as you support God's kingdom.
I would have to say that it's something he's blessed us with in different ways and puts the responsibility upon us on how to bless others. So a great responsibility.
I think God is using money to show where our heart desires.
I think sometimes when we hear God and money together, it can feel awkward for us and we're not really sure where to go with that. But I think it's something that we do need to talk about, and what can we do and how can we be generous with both our time and our money.